I like to spread people out just because then I can see who's got aggro and then move them accordingly. Oh, Rhino! How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazastical. We've got 55 man-hunting rabbits. Let's get back to Rimworld. So, we're going to do a few things on the fly because I think our friends are sadly going to open the doors of doom to us. So, we're going to basically get prepared, if I can actually click on the right thing, to basically hide inside. We have no reason to deal with this many man-hunting rabbits, nor potentially the ability to do so. This gets Rhino inside as well. So that brings all them in cushty, because I think what we're going to find is our friends are about to open this door and a world of hurt is going to be unleashed to them. So I've got my coffee, put your drink up, let's sit back and watch. I imagine the rabbits are going to come out victorious. The only thing that would go good for us here, as I slurp my coffee, is this no one dying in this doorway. The problem is these need to stop opening our inners of our base, because that could create massive problems. Because the rabbits will get in, as we can see, like, down here, up here. So we just sort of admit defeat and just let them go. This allows us to do some research and whatnot, which we're going into machining, which we do have a lot of mechs that we can shred. Did not notice that at all. How hurt are you, Nemi? Can I make sure... Oh, I'm panicking now and clicking every button apart from the button. Alright, our zone is fine, so it was our friends that opened it. Okay. That bunny can then be hunted. More statues are getting made, which is nice. So, what is the priority for this episode? Like, apart from, obviously, dispatching the snow bunnies, which what I mean by dispatching is hide inside and don't do anything. I did want to talk about our animals, because it's been cause of concern, discussion. I'm happy with how this is going. Now, I know people are like, oh, that's why we haven't got enough chickens or whatnot, because we're not doing the eggs properly. We've actually got quite a lot of chickens and whatnot. If we were only doing chickens and like mass producing, I would totally agree with you to do the egg boxes and stuff like that. However, in what we're doing at the moment, I just want a nice blend of chickens to cows. I think I've done the auto slaughter a bit weird though. No. Because, so we've got loads at the minute because a lot of them are still classed as kids. And our auto slaughter basically says we can have tons of animals. Should probably reduce this a little bit, but that's fine. I'll see how this goes. We can have tons of animals. I'll reduce it to 40. But the only thing we're really... So it's like tons of young children, but then not as many male adults. So hopefully what that's going to bring is the... So... It will encourage lots of kids, and then the minute then there's too many adults, then we will then slaughter them, which we'll be able to have the most yield from. Welcome to my TED Talk. Bruh. That's the plan, anyway. Because if we slaughter them as we were doing when they were kids... Group of travellers passing by. See you later. See you later. Yeah, so that's the plan, because then the adults will just yield so much more meat. I think it's going to be so much better for us. But yeah, I'm not too concerned about the breeding policy here. No, we've got loads. Terrible structure. Sunblocker, now I'm alright. Another cow was pregnant. To be fair, we're probably breeding a little bit too much, in all honesty. For what, like, the hay grass and whatnot can actually, like... productively give. If I pause, how many rabbits are left? 23. Where's Kay's weapon gone then? Did it like degenerate or drop? Not really sure. Okay. Apart from that, what else would we like to achieve this episode? So researching wise, we're going into, I believe, machining. Yep. We've got lots of mechanized to shred outside, so that would be really, really tasty to get some steel, a little bit of plasteel sort of banked up for later. I'm not too concerned about having too many resources saved up at the moment because we're trying to keep the wealth of the colony as low as possible so Randy can't hit us as hard as possible. Whether that works or not is a different thing, but that's what we're going with. We've got meals to actually do this lockdown, so it worked out quite nicely. Moods in the colony are sky high. Are there any negatives? Ugly environment. Yeah, got to get you stuck indoors, so... But Nemi's doing a couple of like sculptures and stuff like that, so hopefully Nemi can make like sexy artwork that we all want a cold shower afterwards, and hopefully that will make the environment better. Had a sip of my old coffee, a little slurpy slurp. Been recording starting out with like water and whatnot. It's not good, party people. I need the caffeine. Me and Nemi need the caffeine to like march forward. Inspired recruitment. I mean, okay. You know, I just like to every now and then show that Rhino is pregnant and that there is not an inbreeding problem or a like... Nemi can get the job done is what we're trying to say, party people. And the foul rumours in the comment about us not being able to get pregnant quick. I think you'll find Rhino's pregnant, party people. I think you'll find I got you on that one. That's as I lick my finger and point it up. That's 1 point for Tanzastical. 0 for the party people. How many rabbits are left? 11. Okay. Kay, can you come and get just a bolt action rifle? That's fine. Come on, because we want to get out in our base now. So this is like the Suicide Squad moving through the hallways. Da-da-da, I don't know what the tune is. But like, this is why I like the hallways. Just it gives us the ability to fight like this. Obviously, displaying it on rabbits and tortoises is not really where we want to be. And a lot of the rabbits are leaving now, but yeah. Okay, cool. Well done, party people. You destroyed the door before the rabbit. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So I'll expand the zone. Although I am going to unrestrict, but I just want to make sure this is set up. Because otherwise I'll forget. Then all hell will break loose. I imagine we need to slaughter some animals at some point, so that would be nice. I got area 1. I don't think we had a cluster or anything. I'm so used to leaving like clusters around my base, I just always assume there's one when I come back now. No, of course there's not, because we deal with every problem the way it should be.
Are you serious?
As I like highlight my OBS for no reason. Yeah, speed 3. Unrestrict. Okay, cool. Do need to open that door. I'll get Rhino to quickly do that. Pregnant Rhino, I might add. How many times I'm just going to click on Rhino and be like, she's pregnant, just by the by. By the by. Hey, I'm happy with myself, party people. We probably need to chop some wood down. Let's open some of these up. Only got a little bit, but we need to repair a wooden door because this colony. That'll probably do. Got some ancient dangers I'd like to actually, like, get into. Have we got crematorium yet? No. Oh, yes, we do. Where would we put it? Problem is, I hate that you can't uninstall it. I understand because it's, you know, perhaps a mega piece of equipment. I would like to start building the throne room and like Nemi's forever home because I feel like we need to get that up. Like, the king not having a throne is not good. It's not good for morale. Do you know what I mean? The peasants want to see the king in luxury. Yeah, look, here we go. So lots of animals are getting slaughtered now because they're hitting being adults now. Which is perfect, because then that brings more meat in, etc, etc. We're going to need a little bit more steel to replace our traps that pretty much we can agree got absolutely wasted. But it is what it is. Okay, that door got replaced. Put some more graves down here. How many dead bodies? Oh, that's loads. There we go. I get the graves out, we can get rid of them bodies. Hopefully you don't get debuffs through seeing rotten corpses. The chickens out here, the problem is if we don't butcher them quick, the foxes will eat some. You're downed. Malnutrition. Taking cockerel to bed. Deconstruct that. Beavers. A group of hungry beavers. Okay. It's problematic. They're going to eat this tree. I'm debating whether to let them to see if the tree will get regrown in a better position. So if the tree regrows like here or here, that would be pretty perfect. Just slightly too close to the edge of the map. Yeah, tempted. We do need to be growing our own trees, in all honesty. It's a bit of a misstep from us, but it is what it is. Rhino's cleaning, which I'm fine with, just because they are moaning about the environment. Serious pain, slept in the cold, ate without a table. Well, don't eat without a table is what my response would be. So yeah, I might let them... Well, I ain't got much of a choice because they're about to eat it now. Unless... Yeah, let's let them eat it. So they're about to eat it. So this will let us scream out. Deaf cockerel? Malnutrition. Kibble should be getting made though, shouldn't it? Who's our... Yeah, let's make sure the cook's on 1. Okay, so the screen goes out, which gives us a minus... Only -6, actually. I thought it was worse than what it is. For some reason, I thought it was like -20 or something. Alright, black is now making kibble, so kibble's coming into the animal pen. The growing hasn't been getting done. So the construction plan is not working. Let's go back on... Nemi should be helping with the growing plant cutting as well. Not that I'm judging you, King. Not that I'm judging you, King. So Nemi comes off that because that's peasant work and he's had enough of that. He'll go back to crafting and art making. Just sort of watching the growing zones at the moment. Beavers just relaxing, chillaxing. Everyone's sleeping. Rhino, pregnant rhino sleeping. Right, growing is getting done. We probably need to have rhino hauling. I agree with you, party people, in the comments. We do need all the food hauled into the royal freezer. Making sure that the king isn't going to worry about food, and then you got Trout just chilling, you know, not working, which is fine. Doesn't bother me at all. You have fun. Do you know what I mean? Need to keep a closer eye on these peasants. They're out of control. Lots more cloth coming in, which is handy because we clothed the barracks. So the barracks is looking a little bit nicer than it was before. Still getting some negatives just where it's dirty. But we're always going to have that because Rhino is either hauling or cleaning. So at the moment burying bodies, which is handy. We don't want to get lung rot from hanging around here too much. Just because it's getting all diseased. So then it gives that effect. And lung rot can kill if unattended, but hopefully we get that sorted by now. I love how the king is standing in swallow. Like, swallow, is that? Just pretend that's the word. It sounds good, doesn't it? Yeah, I think we've got too many cows or too many animals. So what we're going to do, instead of having like a mass problem, is I'm going to decrease the amount. So adult, young, I'm going to go to 6, 6. So the young just have maximum 6. 2 will get killed there, that's fine. So male young, let's limit to 3. And the females to 6. Female adults 10, male adults just 1. Because I think they get just breeding a bit too quickly. Like, in my logic, I was like, breed quickly, more food. But yeah, it's not really working like that. That's 20, so we'll max this out at like 22. There we go. Because I think we got a little bit too many for this little kill box. And what we don't want is to just have consistently, like... Because we don't want to lose these, because this is such a great food source. Like, especially when we do start slaughtering them, as we can see some are. But if we're not keeping up with the hay grass and the kibble, it's just going to lead to problems down the line. And Nimmy wants a full belly of meat, so hopefully that's culled the numbers a little bit. And that helps just... I nearly said settle the nerves, but I can see they're settled when everyone is tucked in or cozy. I like a zoom this episode. This is the zoom episode. Because not only are we zooming through it, we're zooming onto it. Yeah, that sounded that was smooth.
Bruh.
Right, so we need a little bit of a cleanup job. The graves down here are built, so oh, there's rhinos. Hello. Have we got someone that's... Yeah, Trout will do, Taylor. Do I go kill them rhinos now? They all ran us all together, might cause us a problem, but that would sort out clothing. And that would achieve one of our goals of making sure our clothing's nice. Rhino's baby prep, because, you know, Rhino's pregnant and going to give birth. Right, Rhino revenge. I think that one's manhunted as well. I like to spread people out just because then I can see who's got aggro and then move them accordingly. Oh, Rhino!
That is blasphemous!
Rhino is with child. Hunt that, because then the king can sort that out, because the king is the master hunter. Look at this. Just a colonist, look. Just one rhino on his own. What a king. What a king. Oh, what a king. You love to see it. You love to see it. Love to see it. The crowd goes wild. What a king. We're lucky to have him. I might up the kibble production. just because food is actually really good at the moment. So we'll up that to 250 and pause at 75. So the freezer's filling up quite nicely. We've got the two rhinos in. And I think the majority, aren't we just relying on pants at this point? Rhinoceros tribal leather. Just having a look what clothes they need and just doing it manually. So yeah, are we making pants at the moment? 2 pants. Just checking pregnant rhino. Just checking pregnant rhino. I can't even do it without laughing. Yeah, some more pants there. Okay, and then we're actually up to date on everything, which is quite cool. Right, so pregnant rhinos in bed resting. Everyone else working hard, toiling the fields. Cool. I was just seeing if anyone else could help with cooking or anything like that. So I think when you've got, like, kibble and stuff, it's always handy if you could have someone else helping out, but I don't think the stars are aligning. So very shortly... So the baby's coming because Rhino's pregnant. So let's get a crib here for the time being. And get like a little toy box. Get that ready. I think we're going to have to expand for the king. Makes me slightly nervous because we don't have a kill box, but I think with the attacks at the moment we should be okay. So I think what we'll do is we'll prioritize cleaning up, and then either towards the end of this episode we're going to then build this, which does give us then the ability to that's what I liked about moving here. We're going to have 3 steam geysers that are very well defended just because they're in our base. Not that it's like a massive problem having one far away from your base, like we all do it in our saves. It just saves ever having to worry about it. Not that I always set them up the best when they're not in my base, but one less problem. So it might be the case of just having these wind turbines and then 3 steam geysers and we might be okay. But it sort of depends if we go into mechs and stuff like that. Like, do royals have mechs? That's what we've got to ask ourselves, party people. Like, someone said the dryads. I don't know if our king is a dryad person. If you want to see a dryad playthrough, watch my cowboy series. It's amazing. Who said that? Don't break the immersion. Like, Rhino that is pregnant is burying more bodies, so that's cool. Right, and all the grow zones are now caught up on, so then hopefully once that's... colonists... Oh, pregnant Rhino needs help. Morning sickness, okay. Let me to rescue... What a king. What a king. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, look at the king saving pregnant Rhino. Do you know what? I find myself far too funny. That's the problem. That's the problem. I'm like this sort of person. I tell a joke and I go, God, was I funny there? Was that me? Was that, you know? I'm charitable and funny. It's just... I've said it once and I'll say it again. You're lucky people. Lucky people listening to the old Tazastical. If my head gets any bigger, I'm never going to be able to leave. But then that means more recording for you. Every female colonist gets a wave of anxiety and anger, so pregnant Rhino... I can't stop giggling. I wanted to do it for the whole episode and not giggle or anything, but it's just not going to happen. As I smack my mic. Ever the professional. Okay. Rhino probably... Cleaning's not getting done. The problem is the only 2 people that can clean, do everything else in the colony. We've got an exotics good trader. Got a transport transport crash. Oh my god, why was that so hard to say? Dyslexia just like backhanded me there. Major break risk. Yeah, rotten corpses. Okay. Rhino the pregnant if you come and trade. Could potentially sell animals here. I don't think that's the move though. I've got some silver, funny enough. Sell the elephant tusks. Problem is we're building up funds more than what I would like. I'll take the one advanced component. Then I think I'm skill trainer melee over what we've got anyway. Animal pulsar. Okay, I'm just going to accept this and I think we're going to open an ancient danger. I think what we'll do is we'll wait for the psychic drone to go away first though. Kibble's getting made. I'm going to move this butcher table inside. So I think that's going to be a little bit more productive. Kibble's coming down, that's cool. Yeah, look, this is not what we want to see. Like, coming down here and seeing animals that haven't been butchered is actually, like, really demoralizing. Might put a crematorium down here in all honesty. Then rotten. So I could put a dumping stockpile down here. Clear all, critical, rotting. Corpses, not mechanoid, human and animal. And then we'll have the crematorium down here, so at least we can haul them out of the way. And then potentially, if we don't burn them in the crematorium quick enough, the foxes will eat them. It's the only good thing about foxes, they will eat human flesh or animal flesh because they only eat meat. So they're only getting food from the kibble pretty much. So that will sort of help a little bit, I guess. So we've sort of got a plan. We get a gift. Oh, they gave us some uranium. Very kind. We do need to mine a little bit more still. I'm fully aware we're going a little bit slow. Slow and steady wins the race. I mean, slow and steady literally does not win a race. A marathon perhaps, but not a sprint. Will raid me in 3 days. Pause. We've still got them. Are we just ignoring the beavers? Evidently, I guess. They stay on my map forever. To be honest, I just forgot. It wasn't the fact that I didn't want to deal with them, I just forgot about them. Problem is, I've got to be careful because I don't want to have them all come on me all at once. That's what she said. Trout's having a breakdown, I totally missed that. Unsightly environment coming in. It's Rhino giving birth. Problem is with Rhino going down, muscle parasites for trout. With rhino the pregnant going down, I'm gonna have to put it back up to cleaning, just because the cleanliness is getting down to the point where it's giving people negatives. Make it sound really doom and gloom, like the series is going super well. Not only thanks to obviously the amazing support you party people will give me, but also to my genius. Also to my genius. To my great big genius.
Bruh.
A few more, I always say this, but a few more colonists would really help at the minute.
I've heard you say that 162 times.
But lots of blocks and stuff, so at least when we want to do stuff, like we're going to be rocking it. I'm tempted to make this a little bit more efficient. So I'm tempted as I'm literally doing it. I'm going to make a stockpile here. It's a party, because it's a party atmosphere. This is going to be specifically for chunks. Then I'm going to reinstall this here. Because then you can make the blocks and just dump them there straight away. It's going to be much more efficient than like grabbing them here, taking them there, then grabbing them here and stuff like that. So what I am going to do is I am going to select a load of chunks to be hauled. So are there any chunks in here? They should get moved anyway, shouldn't they? Colonist needs rescuing. Rhino, the pregnant, is downed. Food poisoning. I mean, she's not having a good time in the colony, I'll be honest. Well, she is. She's pregnant. I don't know if I've mentioned that yet. Right, these will have to get hauled at some point anyway. These blocks in here. Say that like they're all going to get hauled right this second. Can't see any sandstone though. Well, I missed the party, but it's a general party atmosphere in the colony, so you get the gist of it. Right, the psychic droner did leave, and we've all got food poisoning. I want to open a ancient danger, please. Please, Mom. We've got an ancient danger at home. Question is which one do we open? Open this one. Have to wait until Trout and Rhino get up. Royal Tribute Collector. I'm really sad. Like, I want to get to the point where I'm constantly giving to the Royal Tribute Collectors because, you know, we are that royal. But alas, it's not happening at the moment. Hungry pen animals? They're fine. They're fine. They told me they're fine. Black, what is going on here, my man? Problem is the food poisoning's really wrecking stuff. Right, we need to be butchering. There's too many animals that are like need to be slaughtered. Right, butcher creature needs to be fast. Absolutely needs to be fast. Just making sure the freezer is still freezing. All the coolers are on the right setting. I'm going to get rid of this rice in a bit. I say in a bit. In like 10 episodes. I think it's going to be better getting rid of that. More corn. And then eventually Devil's Strand will replace it. But it's quite work intensive, and considering we don't have the growers to worry about being work intensive. Black, draft on draft, just to reset. So we're going to have a breakdown because I'm a silly sausage. I'm the silliest of the sausages. Kay, did you actually get converted to our religion? Yeah, of course you did. Silly question, really. I have to make more room in here for the animals to sleep because I'm a kind person. Yeah, we just need another colonist, don't we? I just want like an easy quest at the moment. Basically, I want something given to me for free. Is basically what this is getting to. I don't want to put any work into anything, but I want to, like, succeed. Can that happen? Right, Rhino back to hauling. Black. Back to butchering, please. I know we're low on meals, but there's lots of, like, animals or a few animals in here that can actually get butchered. So I think we're going to need 2 cooks. There's so many cows, or there's a few cows and chickens and whatnot that we need to slaughter rather than just like leaving them to rot. Because I'll be honest, it's really, really painful. Right, kibble's being made. Black's done really good work today, being able to butcher all the food, make all the kibble, draft on draft, then go treat yourself to a meal. I'd appreciate if you didn't gone to bed in that moment because I wanted you to do more work, but apparently beggars can be choosers. Right, I'm going to shrink this zone by 1. Expand the corn by... Actually, I'll expand the corn by 2. Shrink the rice by 2. I don't want the growers to be as bogged down as they are. They're always going to be with just how we're building this base, but it's like anything I can do to sort of help and offset that is fine. I would prefer more corn anyway. The only weakness that it has, like we spoke about before, is if there's a big blight that will take out all of our corn and with how long it takes to grow. But with so much meat now coming into the colony, I'm hoping we won't have to be as concerned for our grow zones. How much medicine we got? A lot. So we could probably shrink this as well. So we'll shrink that a little bit. Right, then Rhino the pregnant will have her pregnant baby at some point, which would be cool. Probably need to breed a bit quicker than what we're doing at the moment, but that's not because there's an issue. That's not because there's an issue. That's just because we're so busy toiling the fields, you see. We're too busy working. Do you know what I mean? That's the problem. There's a wooden stall there. I will install that there. Cool, everything's nice and clean. Kay is actually cleaning, which is interesting. Actually quite handy. Meaning all the grow zone stuff is actually done. And Black is hauling. Okay, oh no, you're not, you're cooking. Very nice, we're actually getting through tasks, we're getting stuff done. We're making progress. The problem is, and it's the same problem that happens with all my colonies, is I take too long to get to a good standard. So from them rabbits, it's taken me nearly a whole episode to get back on our feet. Now, I think the problem is we don't have enough people obviously hauling and cleaning. That's always a fault of my colonists. We have a baby on the way. Problem is, I'm more hoping the baby can cook and whatnot. Even if it's like a cook, clean and hold. The problem is you can make kids into superstars in what they can do. Do you know what I mean? So, to be fair, even another grower and plant cutter would be handy, because just in that situation, 3 people growing and plant cutting would be able to get that done very, very quickly indeed. If we can get that done quick, like we're seeing now, they'll do other jobs. And eventually we're going to get rid of the rice. Because eventually we'll probably make that all devil strand, just because devil strand does take a long time to grow as well. And then we'll have a small like cloth zone up here just to produce like a little bit every now and then. And the minute we're using it quite heavily because we're going to carpet the floors and whatnot. Because I think that's like an easy way to give like a little beauty boost into the colony. And it has done so, especially in here. But we need some more. Anyway, it's that time, party people. If you got to this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. And I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye.